Yeah, welcome to Academy of Tone 291. Psst. This is about the quietest and yeah, it's hot. You know. Ooh. Yeah. Academy of Tone with Manuel Bastian. He's
Hi.
quiet and peaceful. Yeah, this episode is about reverb, and we are fascinated about the reverb. And lately we have been trying out several types of reverb, and the whole thing was triggered, well, you know, by this little fellow here, which is the Verbera. Pedal, which can take impulse responses. So this little box here is basically just an IR loader with a super long IR plus a few other features.
Mainly the one that got me is the fact that this can actually create impulse responses.
Yeah. So that was like our mutual idea of, now we have a pedal that we can load in a lot of that analog old school stuff that we all love and use in wherever, in your studio or in my studio or my friend's studio where my plate is. And there is something about reverb. There's different types of reverb, there's different, well, characters and qualities about each of these different types of reverb. I have asked the clever internet today about the, well, history of reverb, and it's interesting because we all live in a space, and we know as a human being with two ears listening in stereo and actually 3D, because we hear more than just mono. Mm-hmm. And we, of course...
If you're not Van Gogh.
Yeah, okay, Van Gogh is... he's
mono.
He's mono and he hears
He's a mono
voices.
kind of guy.
Yeah. But I think we are impressed by rooms, by the fascination of singing under the shower, being in caves, doing the Tarzan or whatever. There's tunnels, and it's an experience. Rooms are something that is fascinating humans, because it's probably we are triggered by those noises. They do something with us. And caves and whatnot. So when it comes to the music, all this kind of noises are, of course, a great tool to place music into. I mean, why are we loving to listening a classical orchestra in a proper concert hall? Well, they are built to make the reverb perfect. If you have a bunch of violins sitting on the couch in your living room, it's not the same like a big, nice concert hall.
I just got the picture, like when you were talking about, like cavemen. Mm-hmm. I had the picture of, like, where do you feel safe? Like in a enclosed environment, which is really small, like your little cave.
Yeah.
Like you feel safe and at ease.
Yeah.
And then like when you have the bigger places and you have lots of reverb,
Yeah.
it adds excitement.
Yeah, it's like, and you can get lost in it, like we did in the intro song, from outer space or going into space. And just for you guys, a very brief, what I was using here, it's like a small stone, a delay, and stuff like that. But also a super long reverb. Listen to just get rid of the delay, but yeah. That's a long reverb that I programmed here, and it's somewhere in the background. And even with with some of the lead tones, it's like a lot, but in this kind of spacey music, never a problem, Delay on top of it. So, yeah, there is something about long and vast and humongous reverbs too, besides all those other reverbs. But hey, the history, very briefly. In the 1930s, there was only acoustic. There was no artificial reverb. You had to live with what you got, and the earliest recordings. Or it was like having the right musician in the right room, and that was record a blues guy in the right ambient room, and that's the sound. But it was not controllable, so you had to be there, or it was not the thing. So. Then they discovered, man, we can try to get these type of echo chambers or like rooms that do reflection to have it like planned and artificially. And so this was being used from the 1930s to the 1950s for proper recording studios, like rooms where musicians went and where they had, microphones that picked up the room, and they had like speakers to feed the room with the signal, and thereby it was controlled.
And it was like weird shaped rooms.
Yeah, yeah.
Like with
triangle
crooked
shapes,
ceilings and. Yeah.
And the reason for that is if you have like a straight wall, you have more like an echo, because it's like the wavelength of a frequency. So, for instance, like a church with all the windows and the different heights and the extra whatever rooms here and there, this is making a dense reverb. And if you just have like a brick wall, it's more like an echo, and so the art of creating a device, a physical device that makes a complex reflection, which also exists in nature and has been existing in, churches, for instance. And this is why people enjoyed singing in the church. Oh, yeah, we have Christmas time. And I mean, if you haven't had that experience, you have to do it. Churches are amazing, and it does something with you.
I actually, I'm out of the church, I signed my piece of paper. I don't want anything to do with it. But when I was living in Freiburg, there's the Münster.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Huge
church.
Beautiful church.
Yeah.
And when I moved there, I didn't have a lot of friends. I knew nobody down there. And like on Saturday nights before I went drinking.
Okay, this sounds like a plan.
I actually went to church because they had the choir singing, and it was so like they had the lights down,
dimmed,
like way down, and candles.
Yeah, that's an
and
atmosphere.
The choir was singing, and it was
It's a spiritual experience, and of course, and it helps with religion. I mean, no matter if you are religious or not, it's still the spiritual side.
The sound is a vehicle to propel religion forward, even.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's we learned a lot from technology for many reasons, and the reverb in churches is something. It's like, I can imagine if some farmer in the 1500s, came to such a place, it's like, fuck, that's holy shit. So it's impressive, and rooms, reverbs, complexity, density. That's something. When you there's a magic about certain acoustics, and there is a magic about reverbs, and sometimes I'm impressed about at that kind of density. Comes back to my early studio days, because that was an issue back in the days when I grew up. If you didn't have the old school analog equipment, in the 80s, later on, we have seen, all that stuff, and I was always fascinated about what was missing, which was the density. That's why I bought my plate. But that's coming next. In the evolution, we have the late 50s and 60s with spring reverb. Well, spring reverb is what we all know from our guitar amps. There have been bigger, devices, sometimes with several more springs and all kinds of springs as a studio spring reverb. The guitar ones, usually the good ones, are Acoutronics, the 3-spring reverb, like the tank which is sitting on that super reverb. I will demonstrate that later on. That's a classic. This black box here, that is the good old Acoutronics spring reverb that we find in so many Fender and other products. Industry classic. Oh. And it's a very recognizable sound.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with such a reverb device, you could bring that artificial reverb into any situation, also on stage. And I mean, that's, of course, anything you can excite people with on stage makes you a hero. So, when you have a spring reverb and a Leslie, and you are playing, you are different from the guy that plays just dry. Which can also be exciting, but it's a different thing.
And like, especially with like spring reverb, like the guitar spring reverb was really like shitty It didn't sound like a natural hall. Like there's nothing natural about it. The bigger studio tanks like the AKG BX20, they tried like with multiple springs and different lengths and stuff. They tried to get more density and like a smoother decay.
Yeah, fade or
Yeah.
decay. You know
But
what?
the inferior guitar spring, like it created a whole subgenre by being inferior.
Yeah,
You
sure.
know, like
Surf music.
spaghetti western,
Yeah,
surf music, all that.
Yeah. Okay, now comes the time. I kill you with my spring. Inferior. Wait a minute. It's probably. So, this is why they put the springs into they covered in like a sack. What's it in English? Like
Like a leather bag.
leather bag. Yeah. And put it inside the combos to isolate it from the speaker.
And like if you know the Bandmaster reverb head,
Yeah.
it's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge head because they wanted to get the spring tank away from the power transformer.
Yeah, as wide as possible. So here. Yeah, that's a spring reverb. Of course, we can dial in proper tones and things, but a quick demonstration so you know that character. When you have a smaller spring, which are the more affordable ones, the reverb time goes shorter and even shittier. But hey,
There's
you
I don't know, like there's a lot of, like even nowadays, like you get different spring tanks and I don't know if they use different materials or like multiple springs, like some have 4 springs, some have only 2, some have, you know.
yeah.
And you can get a lot of different sounds just by, I mean, if you know Surfy Industries,
Yeah, the
the
Surf Bear.
Surfy Bear
Yeah.
reverb, they built like tanks with a really short decay.
Yeah.
So you can make it really wet,
Yeah.
but it fades off
out.
quicker.
Yeah.
And like supposedly it's what the old Gibbs tanks
Yeah.
used to sound like.
Yeah.
And they are very good. I love their stuff.
Yeah. So, well, back to the category of spring reverb. You know, all kind of different springs, but the technology is actually a spring, which is a piece of bended metal, curly, and there's like a transformer, and there's like a driver stage. In the good old tube amps, it's tube driven, which means the signal that is sent to the spring is already overdriven in some cases. And then on the other side of that spiral spring is another coil, which is like a pickup that picks up the energy, and then that's what we are listening to. Some people also use that reverb to boost their amps, you know, because an extra tube stage. And there's some very, very classic sounds, also Peter Green, and spring is part of the guitar sound culture, because it appeared in a time where we guys with our vintage Strats heard music, and that effect was around in, well,
Like when you had a guitar combo, like 9 times out of 10, there was like a shitty spring reverb tank in it.
yeah,
Because digital wasn't around
yeah. I remember
a couple years ago, not.
I remember my first Yamaha power mixer that we had for the band had a spring reverb. So you went on stage and you had that brrr, and it was a small fucking shitty spring. It sounded like crap, but at least it was something that you could add to your lousy voice, in my case. It's like, okay, put me to the reverb, more, you know, try to hide me.
More is more.
Yeah, exactly. So, so spring, again, it's a character thing. It can be great. When you turn on a spring reverb, it already tells a story. You know, it's like, yeah, spaghetti western and so on. Okay, then in the late 50s, 1957, the EMT plate is a German product, and that was, for me, the magic. I'm such a huge fan. I bought 2 of those. And the plate reverb is such a classic on everything. I mean, Van Halen 1, the guitar is on one side, and on the other side is that fucking EMT plate. And all the sounds that we are that we know from, you know, Motown, and basically anything, even Kiss in the 70s. Anybody that needed a decent reverb was using plate reverb. So we can see a picture of the plate. Maybe Lucas can show it. I'm getting rid of this. Sorry. Yeah, that's my plate number 2, and the plate number 1 is sitting in another room. Actually, that plate here is, I have 2 plates. This is a mono plate. I think it can also be used in stereo, but I have the electronics for that with a tube, let's say preamp. And if somebody is crazy enough, I'm willing to sell one of my plates. Make a good offer. It's Christmas, you have money. Because for me, I used that plate on all my records from my first, and it was sitting in the studio of a friend of mine for many years, and it still is. The studio has moved, so has the plate. And I have been following my plate for all the records, because I just came with the files with the dry recorded guitars, and then we put it through the reverb plate and recorded just the wet signal, and had extra tracks that we could use in the mix. And then I had my sound, and it's still amazing. You know, it was great because we both visited that plate on Monday.
Well, it's like it was the first time I heard an actual plate.
Ah, you have never?
No.
The real
Never.
deal? You never?
No.
But I think
It's fucking majestic.
yes, it is. For me, it's like no questions anymore. You know, the medium time, it's like, that's my sound. Stop. No, nothing. No EQ. It's just a matter of how much, and that's all.
Yeah, and
Done.
you can't believe that it's like mechanical.
Yeah.
Like it sounds really natural. Like I think the closest you can get in a mechanical way to an actual room.
Yeah, yeah,
Really good.
yeah. And it's like I have listened to that particular plate so many years because I worked a lot in studios. You know, I had a time where I was, you know, the hired gun and the, you know, doing a lot of things, even producing a bit and recording for other people and doing library music and more songs here and there and you know, anything from my here my German Dreist. There's this plate on my any of my records. Here, even my that one has it on. Electric Gallery is even drenched more. There's a little bit too much reverb sometimes, but it is that sound. Yeah. Okay, let's complete the history, and then we will show you our deep dives onto into the plate reverb and the spring reverb and more. So, well, the plate has been used on anything that I like, and of course, it's what you grow up with, is what you like sometimes better, and. On the Pink Floyd, for instance, I'm sure there is plate everywhere. On, yeah. So then there was a phase of the early electronic experimental things with a more psychedelic side to it, and I have no experience with that. Oil can reverbs.
It's the one Gilmore used. The golden one, Italian made. What's it called?
Yeah,
Fuck.
well, he used. He use that golden tape echo.
It's not tape.
Yeah,
It's
an oil con. It's
a spinning disc.
Yes, it's a spinning disc. Exactly, I remember that. If somebody knows, put it in the comments. Yeah.
T-Rex built a new one.
Yeah. It's
Echo. No, not Echoplex.
No, Echoplex. No, it's the other one. It's the drum thing. It's
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, after this phase, we have seen the first digital products, and that is like early 80s, very late 70s. Lexicon 224 is a classic. It was the must-have reverb in the studio. I mean, I started recording in the late 80s, and so I have seen Lexicon everywhere. If you didn't have a Lexicon, go home. And myself, I do own a PCM70. It's up in my other studio in the audio studio, which I don't have the time to use that much anymore. But that particular Lexicon reverb, the 224 and the PCM70s, they are still, up until today, classics, state of the art. There's a few sounds that are so iconic in a way, and they are simply good. Those guys, they are, super. I do have, where's my, is it here? Maybe it's in the company. No, it's not here. Where is it here? Here it is. I always show this one, the Rev 7 RV7, which is the pedal with a Lexicon chip, and that's super old, and was the first decent reverb back in the days from that Hardwire series. which had actually a bunch of other great pedals for that time. Now we have a different level achieved by companies, but Lexicon was king. And to me, still a classic. And worth having a listen to and using it, because it's musical.
Yeah, even the cheaper rack gear sounds great.
Yeah.
Like there's the
LXP5.
what's the one I
LX
have? I have the MX200.
Yeah, they had some ones.
I bought it for like 30 euros.
Yeah.
And it has like 2 engines of the same stuff, like delay, reverb, chorus and stuff. And yeah, the reverb sounds great. Great sound in the reverb.
Yeah, and then like in the 80s, people went crazy because they had like Phil Collins and the gated reverb on the snare.
And on vocals too.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, it was like everything was a bit square in the 80s and different. People had weird hair color, weird haircuts, weird everything. And so some of the sounds were so new to excite people, and that phase was kind of plastic fantastic, sometimes too much. And still, underneath all this cosmetic bullshit, there's sometimes great music. I love some 80s stuff just for actually songwriting.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's like some people say, it's not so cool, you know, you have to go back to the 70s or 60s. But hey, there is some really...
Shows he's on a vacation far away.
Yeah.
Bam.
Super.
Great song already.
Yeah, and then of course there was, here we say in the chat, Lexicon 480L, which is the huge control. When you came to the console, let's meet the console. Faders here and there.
Echo rack.
Yeah.
Vincent Echo rack.
Yeah, that was the one that we are missing. But the Lexicon control was 5,000 euros at Reverb now. But back in the days, I think it was super expensive. I don't know. I never owned one. It was too expensive for me. But maybe 10,000 or, you know, definitely big money.
More.
Yeah, probably more. I mean,
like
this was
more in the 30s, I guess.
It can
Like the Roland, the SRV 2000.
Yeah.
I think it was 8,000 Deutschmarks when it came out, and it was cheap.
Yeah. I actually have a Ursa Major space station. That is a thing which was using the very early kind of multi-head, make it as many as possible digitally, trying to be reverb. And that had a sound by itself as well, because it has a lo-fi quality. I think it's in the next room. And that reverb was also seen in the and it was 8,000. I remember that one. And this was a shitty one. So the Lexicon, that makes sense that it was like 3 times as much.
It always threw me off when I could hear the delay lines. You know, like when you can hear,
Yeah. And if you understand a little bit about reverb, at the tail, you know, they try to fake the density thing by copying the tail by itself. And when you hear the waves, like, it's not good. That's what I'm actually trying to do here for the MX. I programmed that. I try to be smooth. So that's kind of an algorithm that we got And then we have a software, and there's so many parameters. Sometimes I sit there, bing, okay, bing, what is this guy doing? Another delay line, and yeah, but it's fun. And anyway, so I'm spending some time listening to reverb tales. So when we go to the history, here we can see classics like SPX90. I grew up with these. They have been in the studios for that gated reverb. SPX90 on the snare. No matter how hard you hit or weak, it was. Yeah. Yeah, and then we have seen the plugins in the DAW coming up. That was the next thing, you know. You had your Cubase, your Logic, your whatever, Sonic Forge, or Pro Tools, and then you know, plugins were coming to that kind of computer platform. And then I remember myself being the collector of going through all the new editions of anything, you know, tape saturation things and reverbs and compressors and EQs. Oh, I need that Neve EQ, I need that thing. And you have that plugin, and you go through your folder, 200 fucking plugins, and then you get lost. If you don't do this fully professionally every day, it's like it becomes a hobby collecting sounds. And I've been there, and I'm happy that I have not that kind of disease anymore.
And like the machines back then, they were so weak. Like when you had like 2 reverb plugins open.
Ah, yeah, then
like your
they
system
crashed,
was overloaded already.
Yeah, yeah, I have been there myself too. And then with the plugins, there were the first convolution plugins that I do remember, which was, wait, does it state here? I think I saw this, Altiverb. Mm-hmm. I remember when Altiverb came out for Macintosh, I was shocked because the convolution technology gave me impulse responses from real rooms. Mm-hmm. I mean, from acoustic places. Like you could load some of the LA studios, you know, where Steve Porcaro was recording the drums. And you had that in your fucking laptop, and your local drummer, which was not in LA, sounded like almost in LA because you had that LA sound, reverb sound. And then that was a quantum leap in the technology. And I think the processor power of the computers, got better and better. The algorithms maybe got better too, because I think every side was improving. And then there was the time where you can actually have a quality reverb on a laptop these days, no problem. But I know how hard it was to get quality reverb back in the late 80s, 90s and things, you know. And now it's like, you know.
Like when you hear them nowadays, you actually like them for their
lo-fi quality.
For their lo-fi quality, yeah.
Because they are different in a way, and if they do have character, good to go. Mm-hmm. And that brings us back to the whole thing. Well, whatever has a character has a message, and we can use that message. And so what we are trying to do here today is maybe giving you guys a little bit about our feedback feeling on the reverbs that we like. What we have done this Monday was visiting my good old plate, the EMT 140, at the studio of a friend of mine where I worked a lot. And we did a capture of that plate with the Verbera. Mm-hmm. And we shot a little video that shows that process. Yeah, just check it out and then we can discuss.
Yeah, we are here at the Rinkowski suite of Marcel Sude. Good old friend of mine, a studio that I have been working for many, many years. And he is having my good old EMT 140 reverb plate. And follow me. By the way, this is the mono electronics of the plate reverb. I actually have two plates. One is in my father's garage and the other one is here. So this is the tube mono preamp and well, it's the pre and the other amp receive signal. And follow me here. That's the plate. As we can see, it goes all the way down to the wall. Huge, huge thing. And here, that's the decay. In German, Nachhallzeit. So how long is the reverb? From 1 second up to 4 or 5 seconds. Fully mechanical. And here on the side, we can see the electronics, which is transistor but stereo. So this one, you can dial in the different levels, some high passes and whatnot. It's just a cool sounding thing. So let's go to the other room with Manuel and we do the A/B testing. So a nice studio, as we all can see, with Amp X prototype, always something new. And no reverb from this fellow here, but we have the Verbera or Verbera.
Hotone Verbera.
So, and we have an A/B switch. And now we can listen if we can tell if there's a difference between the real plate and the IR we took of the real plate coming from the Verbera. Which one is which? Can you tell?
Not now.
I think that's the real one.
Yeah, me too.
Can we prove it?
Yeah, we were right.
Okay, so as we all can hear, there's a tiny little difference, but who cares? Yeah, and this was my good old trusty EMT 140 here in the studio. And I'm glad I have it in this little box now, so I can play with it. Cheers.
Me too. I can play with it too.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Yeah, that's my EMT 140 plate. And I bought them from our local radio station. Saarländischer Rundfunk.
And did you buy them because like they were offered to you, or were you on the hunt because
I was on the hunt.
you knew what you wanted?
Yes, because I have been working in studios that had that AMT plate. And of course, I was well connected to a lot of people also from that radio station. And here comes the story. I was giving guitar lessons to the son of the technical department chief organizer for the whole Saarländische Rundfunk, Elmar. And so, you know, I had always a connection about what they were selling. Of course, there's a system. You can't just go, hey, I want to buy your radio station. And no. They have, new inventory. They have old inventory. They have decisions and political decisions, and you have no clue why they sell that stuff. But one day, Elmar gave me a telephone number, and then I was trying to find out about what's going on here. And then we agreed, and I paid some. It was not too much money. I could afford it. And then I just bought two. Just because it's, you never get offered these things. They were usually very rare. And the next big thing is like, hey, how do we get them transported? You need 4 people.
Yeah.
4. So what you get is like a Besenstiel. What is it? A rod.
It's like a steel rod.
Yeah. And so that reverb plate has like 2 holes on each side, and you can put that rod through it. And so one guy goes on this side, the other guy goes here, and then the 2 guys in front. And it's fucking heavy. So I had to hire a special, like a Sprinter transporter because I don't own stuff like that. So I had to hire that. We had to pick it up. We had to come with 4 people, including myself, so me and 3 other people, and then, sweat and lift it onto the transporter, and then put them in the studio. And then when the studio moved, years later, I took one plate to my father's garage, and it still sits there. And that's the one that I can spare. And the other one, I will keep it. I keep it with Marcel for now because he enjoys it, and it's still in a very reachable distance. We met there, and it's like 20 minutes drive from here. And
yeah, it sounds phenomenal.
Yeah. And we have it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not plugging it in, and we can make it for mono what we have been using in the intro.
That's what I've been playing in the intro, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the medium plate setting we captured.
Yeah. Wanted to switch to bypass, so we hear.
Okay. Wait, I have to recall that. Yeah, the switching is a little different. Like this is the part where you can change presets, and if you hit them once,
Yeah.
like now, you can switch it on and off.
Ah, okay. Can we listen to on and off of this reverb? With this guitar, with this reverb on the vintage channel. Ah, okay, no compressor, so. I need my stick 1970. That's the sound that you probably know from. So
Let's connect it in stereo.
Okay, we have. Where is? Yeah. Okay.
Left, right.
Right, and the input comes from here. You can.
What have I done now?
No, you lost it. Anyway, I will set up the mixing desk for penning in stereo. I'm a penner. This is only was something for the Germans. Double meaning. Okay, let's check the signal. I have not.
Oh, it's your guitar now.
Ah, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. I have no signal at all. Why? Because maybe the blue box. Yeah. No, this is bullshit. Why?
FX loop.
Yeah. And you have been on serial. Put it on parallel just in case. So, and now switch on. Welcome to the stereo world.
Cool thing is, it sounds even more expensive in stereo.
Yep.
And like with the Verbera, you can actually introduce some pre-delay to that impulse response. Overdo it? No?
Yeah.
We actually made 3 captures. This is the medium setting.
Yeah, my favorite.
Then we have the full
Yeah,
setting.
To me, it's a bit darker, and
Plus, we could add modulation if we wanted.
give it to me, baby.
Plus, I've never tried this actually, but since the new firmware update, you can have a different modulation, which is called Deep C.
Okay, let's try.
The deep C modulation.
On the long plate.
You can also add an octave, which I've never tried.
singing.
Drive to the impulse response.
Okay.
Can crunch it up.
Crunch it up. Maybe
Which, yeah, those
Yeah, that-
options.
options.
Yeah, options.
Options are options.
We
And
have
the short one.
the short one, yeah. I mean, we didn't like that back at the studio, but now
For such
it
things.
sounds
I-
like a great room simulation.
Yeah. I just I use that for that kind of thing.
Someone wrote, by the way, when you're mixing and don't achieve the desired sound, try EQing the reverb instead.
Yep.
That's what you can actually do. Like if we go back to the medium one,
Yeah.
and there's like a tone dial. You can make it super dark.
Yeah.
That's the way we captured it. And we can add treble. Also make the impulse response in itself shorter.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if a gated reverb, there's this attack knobby, which I don't really know what it does, but let's try it.
It's kind of a swell in. Yeah.
Okay. Like a duct
Yeah, ducking.
reverb. But of course you can capture a gated reverb.
Sure. Yeah. That's the thing about impulse responses. You can capture anything. And if you have a good plate, you have a good plate.
Yeah, they're like that sound. Like I would buy that pedal
Only for
if
that.
it had that sound and nothing else.
Yeah, but I don't sell that sound. I give it to you because you are you, and all the other guys have to suffer.
If you wanted a spring reverb,
Yeah.
like back in the day, you had like the spring tanks, and then there was this machine called the AKG BX20, which is like a huge wooden box,
Yeah.
with a huge, like it looks like an atom bomb, to be honest. You know, like when you open up the back, I'm sure if you were playing like a gig on the airbase and you brought that thing, they
You're
would
probably getting
send
into
you
trouble.
right to
Yeah.
Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, it looks dangerous,
Yeah.
and it doesn't sound as beautiful as the plate. Speaking reverb tone, you know,
Yeah.
but it has character. Like it's its own thing.
Yes.
You know, and it's like I would put it somewhere between maybe a guitar spring tank and
And
a
the
plate.
plate, somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between, yeah.
It's not as lush as the as the plate, and it's not so springy like that small guitar spring, splashy, boing, bing, bing, bing.
And it's stereo as well, and you can like it fades out. It has depth to it, you know.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I like it.
And
And they used it on drums and back in the day.
And anything. Yeah, I mean,
vocals, yeah, anything.
it was probably an alternative to the plate at a similar time. I don't know if it was the poor man's plate, or you know, because I have seen it at studios where the money wasn't in the high ranking.
Yeah,
you know.
probably.
You know, I had access to real good studios when I was booked as a session guitar player, like Frank Farian, and they all had these kind of reverbs. Everybody had an EMT 140. There's some other models, but I think that's the one. You know, it's like end of story. Hey, I think you have shot a little video.
Yeah.
With your
It's
friend Andy.
My friend Andy, yeah, Jam Studio in Jam Music Productions in Pirmasens. He actually has, like, he's a crazy analog freak, like he has 2 BX20s. And we captured them both.
Yeah.
And more.
Okay, check out the video when Manuel was doing that.
Hey guys, so today I'm at Jam Studios in Pirmasens because Andy has 2 vintage AKG BX20s and 1 AKG BX15. And today we're gonna beam them into the Hotone Verbera. So,
yeah,
Andy,
I'm the Andy.
why did you get the idea to buy a BX20 in the first place?
Because I knew the BX20 has a great reverb sound. Because it's an old spring reverb. And I got this one. I bought this one in Cologne of a guy for D-Mark. Now we have Euro in Germany, but at that time we had D-Mark for like 400 D-Marks. What would be today 200 euros. So I got it like really cheap but that was like 25 years ago.
Okay.
Yes. And this other one over there, the newer one, that one,
This one right
this
here.
one, yes. This one I bought in Osnabrück of a guy that wanted to have a recording. He was trying to build a recording studio, and he had this sitting in his living room, and it was like mint condition. But I had to pay for that one. I paid like 1,100 euros. What still? That's like maybe 15 years ago. I bought that.
Okay.
That tells you how much prices go up. If you want to buy one now, I think you cannot get one that's like in a decent condition under 2,000 euros.
Yeah, I've seen the cheapest one I've seen in the last couple years was 2,000, and I saw one for like 5,000 even.
Yeah, they went up. And the BX15, that one, I got that one, and it's like also mint condition. Like you can tell, it's like mint. I got that off eBay. I got that in eBay, and I paid 600 euros.
Yeah.
And if you want this now, it's between 1,500 to 2,500 euros.
Have I told you that I once had a BX5, like the rec version? Do you know them?
Yeah,
With the colorful knobbies.
yeah.
I had one on watch in eBay, and I missed it by like 10 minutes, and it was sold for I think 120 euros.
No.
Yeah.
That's
I regret that till this day.
crazy. And I also have like the BX20 on top.
BX2, right? Right.
BX2, yeah, not 20. Sorry, BX2. That's like the baby of the BX20. That control like here. We can get them down. Ooh, yes, they look like just like C2. And
BX2, yeah.
and they already like ready to hook up.
So they need
use.
like a driver amp.
Yes, but you can use any amp to do this. And I got two because
But it's just paper, right?
yeah, it's just paper. It's like
Crazy.
now you can get like croissants from Knack and Back. They like inside this paper rolls in Germany. You can Google it, Knack and Back, and they look like this.
Was it
Yeah.
Knack und Back?
Knack and
English.
Back.
What's that in English?
It would be
Shake and bake.
break it open and bake it.
Break and bake.
Break and
Something like
break
that.
and bake. Yes,
Minute? Nah, what's...
but
I can't remember.
and I always wanted to put them inside like a box, and so I can kind of, but I never got around to do it because it's crazy. Time is very short, so we'll put it back up there. Yes, back to all the old stuff, like the old Echo LEDs. They're here, so.
Tape echoes, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Old mic breeze.
Yeah, I like the old stuff. That's also old mic preamps here. They're like very good. This also, and here like, that's also an old compressor, and here like the old Neumann EQs. It's all hooked up with like this, and then the beautiful little light goes on. It's an eye catcher. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's so yeah, this. So I got this in England.
Old tuner.
Yeah,
Old con tuner.
and it's also that's mint condition. I have the original box to it, and it was like some guy in England had it in the studio, and he used it as a spare. He was just like sitting in the shelf for a spare, and he never used it. You can tell it's like new. It's nothing.
I've seen a video recently of Neil Young, and he still uses those on stage. Like he has like a case, and he has 5 of them bam, bam, bam next to each other for each string,
Crazy.
you know? So he won't, like on these old ones, like you have to change the motor by hand to tune the next string. You know, you would have to go E and then ba 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 A, D, you know, and yeah, Neil Young just bought a tuner for each string.
Don't Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Use them too. Yeah.
But he only uses one.
Yeah. Yeah. Not in the AC/DC, I think.
I think everyone used those back in the day because like it was the only reliable tuner around.
And this one really works well. Works very good.
And they look great.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of old stuff, like old drum computers and a lot of more stuff everywhere in the studio. That's why it looks like chaos in here, because it's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but like I think the Hotone is promising because like you can take the sound, you know, like even if it's not 100%, like you can take that sound to the stage without 5 roadies.
Yeah.
And a truck.
And it's, I wouldn't drive them around because like...
Oh, they're delicate.
That's the insides are delicate. This one, you can tell it's been on the road. It has all this, it's all like, you know, but it still works very well. It's just, you know, I didn't care. I got it out this guy in Cologne. He was like in his basement, in his cellar, where he had all his like, whatever junk, and he was crazy. And we got it out, and it had no remote control. But now I got the real remote controls.
Yeah, we can show the remote control for it.
I got some on eBay.
That's what the remote control looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds really good. I think like that's like I mean, people probably consider like actual chambers as the Holy Grail, you know, like every Sunset Studios in Hollywood, they had their own chambers, and then like next to that would be like the EMT 140 probably. But I think this is also like when it comes to spring reverb, this is the Holy Grail.
Mm-hmm. In Abbey Road in London, they have massive reverb chambers underneath their recording rooms. Huge.
Like back there is a huge reverb chamber because like this studio is in an old shoe factory. Pirmasens used to be the major shoe city in Europe back in the 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
And huge halls. We have to beam like that actual hall into the. We have to make impulse responses of that.
And it's massive rooms. The whole building, everywhere. Even the hallway sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Andy is the keeper of the vintage goodies. And I don't know anyone who actually has not one but 2 BX20s. No one's as crazy as Andy.
Yeah. I had one and I saw this one and I knew I had to go get it because I knew 20 years later, like now you can't get them anywhere. A friend of mine bought one. He had to go to Denmark to get one. And the one Manuel was looking at was in where was it?
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia, yes. The one you looked at, and that's like.
And it was two grand already.
And that's if you and I wouldn't.
And I was about to buy it.
Yeah.
And then the guy wrote, a friend of mine's gonna buy it.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's you cannot find them anymore. And I as long as I'm recording and I'm in my studio, I'm not gonna sell any of it. I'll stay here till the last day I record. Then I'll pass it on.
So I hope that, you know, with this little fella, yeah, if it works out, I'll just buy a second one and put it on my console as a reverb, because it sounds really good. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, mommy. Chaos. Chaos.
So guys,
Chaos.
what we have been doing. So here's the
I need the cable guy.
Hotone Verbera, and right now it's connected to this AKG B20, which is a younger one, right?
Yes.
And back here, this one we already put in. This is the older one of the two. Sounds really good. We haven't heard the younger one, but yeah, we're gonna beam that in right now. And also this BX15. Yeah, so we're gonna do them with couple of decay times, and yeah,
And
see,
hopefully it works.
see how that goes. So just to show you the process, it's real easy. You just have to hit, and as you can probably see, there's already like BX22 long in there. So you hit clone, and then you press start. And that's basically all you have to do. Then you have to wait. And it's really fast. Oh, and we actually listened to the signal the Verbera sends out. You know, it could be like just a sample of white noise, like, but it's actually a sweep. Which is really cool, and it seems to work. Yeah. So 96, 97, 98. Bam. Then you hit save. Come on. Ah, okay. Now I have to enter a name for the impulse response, and that's basically all. So really easy. So that's the second BX20 right now on the long setting. It sounds like this. Now we're gonna go for the other BX20 4-second setting. Yeah, sounds different. And we also made short settings. Here's a short setting. when you turn it off. Great sounding reverb. And the BX15, like unfortunately, like one side is dead, so it's a cool effect. Like you have reverb coming out of one side only, and that side sounds incredible.
Yeah. But that should be easy to fix.
Sounds awesome though.
Yeah.
And I think that's like to have like all of those sounds in this little footprint. It's amazing. And like we both know those sounds very well, and yeah, it's at least really close. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes. Well, if you don't have them, it's better to have them in the machine.
Besser nix wie gar nichts.
Yeah. So, yes.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Yeah, so now we have the AKG. Does anyone knows what AKG stands for? Austrian Klanggesellschaft. Maybe. Austrian. We are talking, you know, that country with Schwarzenegger and Vienna and Mozartkugeln. Very musical country. Amadeus and Falco. Yeah, they had great microphones and those spring reverbs. And now we have that here in your.
That's the older one, and it's really springy. Like
Okay.
you can hear the springs. So if we compare that to
Way warmer.
yeah.
We talked about room impressions at the beginning, and this is like a warm room with like wooden walls compared to the other.
And then also, like, of course, shorter versions. Like that's a short version of the
Yeah, cool.
And then probably my favorite is the BX15, which like one side is broken.
Oh,
So we get reverb only from that side.
Van Halen style. But this again has a quality that reminds me a bit of the plate.
Yeah.
In the way. Says in the chat, it's akustische und Kinogeräte. Okay, akustisches Kilogramm. Kilogramm. Nee, very nice. Yeah, okay. So, can we go back to the medium plate one more time?
Actually, like we don't have to get into a fight over which one sounds prettier.
Yeah.
But I think in a mix,
that works.
That would work particularly well.
Because it's... I know what you mean. It's so natural in a way. It finds its space. And that's the thing what I love about those mechanical analog devices and akustische Kinogeräte. They make Kopfkino. They make... Some guys had some taste when they designed these products.
Like we can listen to a couple springs that were in there, like the factory sounds. That's 100.
Yeah. That sounds just like you know, the Accutronics spring reverb tank.
Spring 2600. Then there's a spring 636.
Okay.
And there's a spring 844.
Oh no.
Submarine. Then there's a spring box 10. By the name could be a BX10.
Could be, yeah. Yeah.
Because it sounds like that.
Yeah. So up until now, we were very excited about our old mechanical devices. But we can also capture modern devices. I mean, we talked about the history of the 80s and, you know, digital reverbs. And of course, those can also be captured.
Funny, like when I got home from my visit at Andy's place, I turned on YouTube and I saw Michael Nielsen.
Yeah, and guess what? Without you knowing, watching it, I saw the same video and I thought, hey, Michael Nielsen, cool. I just buy his pack because he has done all the work. I have a PCM70 and I have some of the stuff that he has done the IRs from. And then the funny thing is, I paid with PayPal. 3 minutes later, he writes me an email and says, hey, Thomas, how are you doing? And I said, oh, thanks for the purchase. And by the way, I have some news. They are not released yet. I sent a folder too, so which is great.
I love his stuff.
Like,
great YouTube channel, great sounds, great playing.
Absolutely, and a super sweet guy. I have been at his studio with the AMP1 a couple of years ago, and we actually will meet in January again, and let's see what happens. Yeah. And maybe we can listen to some of his. Is there PCM 70 or what's
That's
coming?
that's the long haul out of the PCM 7.
That's long.
Yeah, they weren't kidding. Add some modulation to that. Like until now, I didn't really like the modulation, but with those 80s sounds,
It makes
that's
completely sense.
really convincing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is this is the classic 80s sounds. You know, I'm
Wow.
still playing the same guitar. It's still
Yeah.
me, but it's inspiring to play different things, and the sounds they sound real. And yeah, that's you know, those little details they do matter.
That sounds really good. There's also the freeze. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah. So this is from the Michael Nielsen pack. And by the way, those can be used as IRs for others as well. It's just an IR pack. If you have a DAW, you can load them into your DAW IR loader as well.
Here's a gated reverb,
Okay. Ah, finally we have.
gated room. Check out the circular delay.
Ah, yeah, which is a classic.
Yeah.
I have upstairs, my secret weapon was an SD R1000. Was it Korg or any
Roland.
of them? Roland.
Roland.
And there's a stereo which I have to get into this machine as well, because it's a similar concept, but it has a different rhythm. But this one is good too, because it spreads out so well with the two different delays. And what you have to have is not a single repeat. One has to get into the gap, otherwise it folds over or disappears on one side.
The cool thing is, like in the Verbera, it has the impulse response side, but it also has like an algorithmic reverb.
So you can still
So
have,
now we have a delay,
and you put,
and we can bring in this algorithmic reverb, which has like up to 30 seconds decay.
right.
Which
One,
is
one thing we have to mention about delays: when you capture them, they can't be changed in time.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So no, it's not a delay algorithm. It's just a picture of that sound, which is great, but it's what you got.
Let's like mix in the reverb.
Okay. Okay. So the delay is before the reverb, so the repeats get delayed. No,
Reverbed.
reverberated. Maybe. What's the word? Reverberated.
Let's add some modulation to that.
Okay. They try to get the shimmer direction.
Use it barely, like 20%.
That's tasty.
Yeah.
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 Lost in space. In
There's
time.
also some SPX
Oh, yeah,
90
90.
stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like a delay. ...250 milliseconds. Then there's this one.
Very short.
Very short.
Gate. What was it? How was it? Something like what was it?
Let's dance.
Forgot about it. Yeah, but these were the days, mid 80s.
Also pitch. I think that's like a micro pitch thing, which shouldn't work. SPX 90 blade.
Aha. Yeah, it tries to be a blade. Nothing comes close to my blade.
Reverse.
Okay, this is reverse, yeah. Ah, okay, super short.
Stereo echo. What's also in there, in the Michael Nielsen pack, is the reverbs from the Flint.
Ah, yeah,
The
Strymon Flint.
Strymon Flint. The 80s reverb of the Flint. And the 70s one should be a plate, or at least an electronic plate.
Yeah, it's okay, but I mean that's where I tend to prefer the old
Let's
school.
go for US one more time.
What I find amazing is several notes speak differently.
Yeah, they trigger the blade in a different
Different
way.
resonance. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what a great pedal.
what a great pedal. Yeah, and what a great experience to listen to all these different sounds.
Yeah.
I think that's part of fascination of tone. I mean, you know, like you have the amp tones and then you have your effect tones, and we talk about overdrives and amps a lot, but this time we talked about reverb. And I'm getting as much excited when it comes to delays. It's another rabbit hole. Tape delays and digital delays, but I'm again my personal taste is towards that vintagier stuff.
Space echo. Yeah. 501 with the chorus.
Yeah, yeah,
And the spring reverb.
yeah. Yeah, and then of course we can mix all that stuff. I mean, it's like in the Roland.
The EQ in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
The bass and treble.
Yeah, yeah. So that's some kind of fun with effects. Talking about fun with effects, I had fun with your electric Mistress, which is the version 2,
Yeah.
which is the most sought after.
And the earliest one with the light green lettering.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's even more sought after.
Wait a minute. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you that pedal, which is the problem about that pedal is when it's engaged, the volume drops a lot. So to compensate that, I have an EQ that is set to the middle position, so I'm just increasing the level. So, and then when I have the pedal on.
Can you turn off the delay?
Yep. I can only turn off the.
Yeah.
I have some noise coming. Oh no, this machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's vintage pedal. It's magic, and it's used for. And what I love about that pedal is that misty, foggy, chorusy flame. It's not a chorus, but it's a flanger, but it's somewhere in between. And
it adds like it does EQ things as well.
yes,
It adds like silvery stuff on top.
yeah, and so. This one is broken on yours, but I took yours to put it in here. So
I might have to get an MX, put more stuff of mine in there.
yeah,
Seems like a practical thing to have.
eventually. Let me work on it. Let's see if I can dial in. I mean, we worked on this for a while, and I think we are close, close enough, so I can give it back to you. And thanks for having me look at the whole thing and using this as a reference.
I was doing myself a favor.
Yeah, so sounds. I can never get enough. Let's look what's going on in the chat here. Hey, Gold Rush, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah, I have played it at Manuel's place. It sounds godlike. Yeah. You know, there's always personal favorites, but there are things that are like we have several people going, that's our favorite. And
Yeah, I mean, the Police.
Yeah.
You know, like whenever you think, what a fucking great chorus tone.
it is that
It's
pedal.
that pedal.
Yeah.
Gilmore all over
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. So this was on my wish list, and I'm happy we got that, and we got your blues breaker too. You know.
Like I showed you this when I gave you my blues breaker.
Yeah.
And I went like you had the Electro-Harmonics show a couple weeks before that.
Yeah.
And
I was missing this one, and I said,
Like
hey,
when I saw the show, I thought, fuck, man,
this
you
was
should,
this was the pedal I was
Yeah.
missing at the show. I asked many people. I forgot to ask you, but all my friends they don't have the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And at that show I had only the good Electro-Harmonics things, and I said no, it needs the real thing. And then later, you know, just a couple of days later,
Yeah. Like I gave you my blues breaker, and
Yeah.
I like just for fun, I asked you, hey, do you know this one?
but it's,
You got that one?
exactly. So yeah, so it's here and it's now here, which is great. So let's see if we have any questions. It's
Hey, the Holger. Hey, Holger. Geil.
Holger, where are we? Holger?
Endlich Music.
Endlich Music.
Yeah. What did I miss? You missed a lot, my friend.
Yeah.
And what do you need rehearsals for? Do you want to change the band?
Aloha. Yeah. well, is it possible, technically possible, to put these reverbs capture into MX? No, not exactly like this thing, because these IRs are extremely long, and this pedal is designed just to do that. That is not possible. But here's the thing. Now, me having that pedal with all those sounds, I will be inspired to make sounds for the MX. It will not be identical, but it will help me. And that's the good thing so far. It will improve what we can offer. That's all I can. How we can get your new old reverbs? Not possible. If somebody wants to buy one plate of mine, write to YouTube at BluGuitar, I think. Marketing at BluGuitar. Lucas says marketing. So one plate can go. Bring 4 people and a transporter and a pile of money, and then you can have one of my plates. Sure. Okie doke. I should not forget about Christmas. There's a Christmas special on the Guitar Summit Academy. There's my blues rock masterclass, and usually around Christmas they give a 40 euro special off rate, which is ridiculously cheap then. Just go on the Guitar Summit Academy website and enter Xmas25. So that's a thing. And for those who want to see me live, well, those that have tickets tomorrow night near Frankfurt in Eppstein, sold out. And so if you have tickets, we see you. If you don't have tickets, I won't see you. See you next year. Next year we will play 2 days in a row again. And on Saturday I play in Tettnang im Flieger, a classic that I have been doing over years. And not to forget, next week for the Saarland people, the second day of Christmas, the 26th, is the Kino in the morning. 11ish, bam. Wake up and guitar.
Courageous.
Yes. And then the 28th in Maulbronn in Music Live or whatever the club is called, Maulbronn. Okay. Do you have gigs until?
I'm playing on the 24th.
Christmas.
Heiligabend, Christmas Eve. In at the Irish pub in Pirmasens.
Okay, I mean
it's tradition.
It's tradition for the homeless.
I mean, it's Pirmasens, but
well, I mean, Pirmasens, I mean, we had that joke again. Wo kommst du her? Aus Baden-Baden. Ich komme aus Pirmasens. Okay. I love bad jokes. The worse they get, the better they. Okie doke, guys. Is there any question left? I think I'm happy with the inspiration. Somebody is coming. Here, Daniel is coming to the Music Park Live Maulbronn. Cool. Yeah, there's the best thing is the guy who introduces us. His speeches are hilarious. Those people who are entertainers themselves, they go on stage and they tell stories like, I could eat soap and create bubbles while listening to that thing. But it's so hilarious. On the other thing, I'm not sure if it's serious or if it's fully fucked up. But he told, I remember last year he always tried to put one more on top, and he went like, you know, Thomas, he played blah blah blah, and Gully here played with blah blah blah, and here the Shakira, she's cleaning the toilets. Enjoy that band. You know, I mean, you know, I think this guy was not knowing what he was saying, but it was like so over the top. I should have recorded that. It's like unbelievable. But anyway, it's fun. Live music is fun, and it's a good vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okie doke. So hey, thanks for joining in. Thanks again. Yeah, and
Thanks to
Before.
Volker Buchele at Before Distribution for making this happen.
Yeah, he supported us with the gear, which is great. I will meet him usually at the airport when going to the NAMM or so, when all the drums go there, if they still go there.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah.
Like we shared a bed together at Musikmesse multiple times, watching Bud Spencer movies, totally drunk. I think one night we were watching Convoy. Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, people in the music industry, in the business. Yeah, thanks you. That's the good thing about this, by the way. No noise. No, the people in the music industry, I love them because it's a different style of people. It's I'm not saying in other industries there are sometimes cool people too, but in most of the time the people are all cool because they have a different background, and they wouldn't survive in the world of musicians if they would be uncool. You know, it's like they would feel like, ooh, this is not my industry. They would escape and become whatever.
I mean, you have to deal with the bad jokes,
of course,
the smells, the noises. So, yeah, you have to be a cool guy to put up with that bullshit.
Okay. So, it's been another great episode with Manuel, which I always enjoy because it's smooth, it's great. And it made me listen to Pink Floyd again. Sorry for playing what is still in my memory and not practicing. But I mean, this is how
I totally butchered it.
Yeah,
and like we've been playing it perfectly like twice before the show, and
it is what it is. Okie doke. What's going on? Is there someone online stream? There is actually a Christmas stream. Correct? Yes.
Christmas stream,
so,
my Christmas stream.
Here, for those guys, next Wednesday is Christmas, and Wednesday is also Academy of Tone, and we decided to make a Christmas stream that we, as the BluGuitar team, already kind of pre-recorded and still put together bits and pieces. I don't know if I can join because I got family business. My sister is coming and all my nephews and niece, and you know, and their friends. And hey, kudos to Leonie, my niece. She did the aging on that guitar.
Wow.
I mean, you know, I'm proud of her. My sister's daughter. Great job. And she doesn't even play guitar. She just knows, oh, the uncle is playing guitar, and then this is how it should look like. Yeah. Yeah, so we will all hang out with, family and parents and stuff like that. But we pre-recorded some stuff, and I will do some more maybe tomorrow. And Emanuel Knorr will be the live host on the 20th. So there is actually somebody that will be there for you as we are, but not completely live. We had some funny moments the other day, and we recorded ourselves simultaneously on like a Zoom call. So Valeska at her home and me in the company, like always. Julian in working, like always. I guess he's still working because we have to finish a product. And Andreas Usner at home and Lukas at home. So we can see, did we see Lukas's cats? No, not this time. But we could see dogs. So for the dog lovers, it's a great episode. And for other people, maybe too. Check it out. Yeah, so thanks for joining in. And thanks, Manuel.
Thanks for having me.
And yeah, see you next week. Probably not really in person, but on the screen. And if I have some time, I will look for the chat and see what's going on.
Yeah. Happy holidays, guys.
Yes, happy holidays. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.